What is going on, my future meta millionaires? It is your boy Terry Stonkers, and welcome to the channel, baby. By the dip. Hey, yo, but Terry, the dip keeps dipping, my man. We can't afford to keep buying this dip. Why do you keep saying buy the dip?
Mention maybe, Amanda, at this point, which is related to the question. I feel that we have just reached base camp, and we have been equipped with the tools to now climb Mount Everest and reach the summit. And it's just the new chapter for us. There's no exit for the founders.
All right, guys, hope you all enjoyed that intro there. We had a little fun. I wanted to remind you of why we are diamond handing this, why we are buying up the dip. And right there, man, in George we trust. That is why. Like I said, this isn't a meta problem. This isn't a George problem. This is going to be the overall growth sector. And we're going to watch this little 1-minute interview with this gentleman here of possibly a warning, in a sense, about for growth stocks. So it's going to be very interesting. We're going to watch this interview, and then we're going to touch base on it because it could be something we need to take into effect, guys. This has been going on since about October, and here we are at the end of January. How much longer can the downtrend red go? But let's hear what he has to say, and let's come back on this.
The history of the Republic of the United States, 28% of all dollars ever created were done so in 2020 and 21. 28% of all dollars ever created. So
right there is something pretty scary, guys. 28% of all the dollars ever made was created in 2020 and 2021. Yeah, that's a little scary. So he's going to get in here talking about growth stocks and value stocks. We're going to have to hear what he has to say about that. I must say, I was not aware that 28% of the whole world's currency was created in 2 years compared to all the previous years. That is some hyperinflation. So let's continue on.
So what happens is you have a crisis like either Lehman or this COVID, and then there's a government response, and now we're having a Cobra effect where the unintended consequences of government policy are creating a massive shift. I mean, this is such an incredible period to be alive. We're heading back toward the 1970s, 1980s, where you really wanted to be long hard assets and value stocks, whereas
So there you go. He is saying that right now in this kind of market, unintentionally, the way that our government has maybe changed up things, that we're going back to the way it was in the 70s, where hard assets, which is a good thing about our oil. That's one good thing in our portfolios right now we're happy about, is going to be our MMTLP, our preferred share dividend, because that's going to be our Torchlight oil and gas assets. So that one's going to be good. But for a lot of these stocks we love, of course, our metamaterials, it's a growth stock. So we don't know how long this market can go like this, but we're going to keep finishing up here what he has to say.
Previous decade that we just lived through was a deflationary period where financial assets did really well. So stocks, growth stocks and bonds. Now we're coming in a period where hard assets are going to really dramatically outperform.
So from what I'm getting at from this interview from this gentleman, he's basically saying that our last decade was focused on growth stocks, and the decade now is going to be more towards value stocks and hard assets, maybe gold and silver, oil, things like that. So yeah, and it's kind of looking that way. I mean, I want to go here and show you a couple of things that I just pulled up. Of course, guys, I wanted to show you the metamaterials chart. All the stocks here like dropped down today at 4 o'clock. We're going to go over that as well. So here you can see the stock drop. Metamaterials was at $2, $2.10. It dropped down to $1.90. We did come back up to $1.99. So we'll see how that goes. Another stock I cover a lot in the channel. I plan on doing a video out on this stock over the weekend. Genius Brands, the stock was trading at like $1.02. It dropped down to 90 cents. It clawed back up to 93 cents. And need we talk about the elephant in the room? Netflix stock trading at like $5.20, 517, 510, and plummeted the whole way down to 405. So right here at the 4 o'clock range, it is down 20%, down $102, guys. Like I said, this market is brutal. There is no denying it. This kind of speechless. I never thought we'd be in this kind of a market. And a lot of my portfolio is growth. I mean, and it's kind of making me think about things, but I don't want to sell out, because then you got this situation where as soon as you sell, the market could turn. So it's just kind of basically, I'm in this diamond handing it. Like I said, my metamaterials, my Genius brands, I got GGIP, Polestar, I got SoFi, I got a lot of other OTC stocks as well, like ILIS, CYBL, I got Humble. But the other thing I wanted to talk here on, yeah, so that was that gentleman's interview, but the stocks tank whipsaw session, Dow off 314 points. The jobless claim hit a 3-month high of 286,000. And if we go down here and look, yeah, the turn lower across the final hour of a choppy session. And we're going to go down here. Yeah, the weekly jobless claims unexpectedly rose to 286,000 above the 220,000 estimate. Continuing claims, which track total number of unemployed workers collecting benefits, also rose to 1.635 million. United posts 646 million loss as Omicron casts shadow. Peloton shares got plummeted. Yes, I did see Peloton here drop down, man. $24 for Peloton. That's nuts. Guys, the growth sector right now, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little scary. It is a little scary. But this one here keeps me, like I said, I'm out here to be positive for you guys. I just want to bring you the facts of what's being set out in the market. It's just crazy. I know I was like, looking at my portfolio, was hanging around the same. And next thing I know, I turned around and boom, like $700 just disappeared. I'm like, what in the heck happened? It's scary. We all been wondering, how much lower can it go? How low can it go? And it just keeps going. It keeps going. It keeps going. So right now, I don't even know if any good PR could help any stock right now, guys. That's the kind of market we're in. You come out with great PR. They don't even care if it's a growth company. The only thing I can see right now saving us in metamaterials is going to be this dividend, man. It's the only thing. Buying pressure. And crude oil right now is at 86.90, and the Brent crude is 86.03. So crude oil is a good positive thing for us, but like, I'm still going to be here daily. I'm still going to keep giving you guys the update, but I thought it was very important to come out here in today's video and show you kind of what caused this market sell-off. And this gentleman's saying, man, that growth stocks are going to be in for a rough ride. So like I said, if you're not in for the rough ride, you may want to consider what you want to do. Like I said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hold through because I don't care if this takes the next 6 months, if it takes the next year, whatever it takes. I want to be here when this turns around, and I'll just keep nibbling at it as it's down here in these prices, and that's all you can do. Like I said, don't throw all your money in at once. Just nibble a little bit each time, even if it's $20, $50, $100, whatever fits in your budget. That's the kind of market we're in. You don't want to go all in right now until we see a reversal and a confirmed reversal. So also real quick, for some reason, Twitter is not pulling up on my laptop, but it pulls up on my phone. Tomorrow is the January 21st options expire. Does this start the T+2 35 days? We will see. That is a big thing for us right now as well. I'm hoping something comes out here, guys, because we could use it. I've had a lot of people message me and it's like, Terry, man, it's getting rough out there. I know. Trust me, it is rough for all of us. I have, now I'm down to a 388, I want to say 388 cost basis on metamaterials. So trust me, that shows you where I'm at, guys. Can I even go back to when we were around 388? Right here is 390. So I'm down like 51%, guys. Just keeping it real with you. I'm down about 50%. What do we do? what do we do in this situation? Like I said, I have no doubts about metamaterials and where we're going to be in the future, but this market, the whole market is scary right now. And it's kind of one of those, you know what? Don't even, I know it's tough, but you don't even want to look at your portfolio because it's gonna mentally play games with you and make you believe that it's not a good company and it's a fantastic company. So it may be time to not look at the portfolio as much, but maybe just keep up on the news. And when you get a little extra money, if you want to put that money to work and buy these dips, I think it will reward you down the future. But will that future be 6 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years? However long this cycle takes, we have no idea. So hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, smash thumbs up, leave a comment down below. It helps out the algorithm. So I'll catch you all in the next video, guys. Peace.